Charged with a number of child sex crimes appears in court for the first time today.
12 News reporter Brock Wilson live here with a breakdown of the case and what's next for the suspect. Brock?
Mike, Rachel, today 21-year-old Samuel Laredo had his first appearance in court after being arrested in connection with a missing teenager from Kentucky. Judge Sean Elliott informed Laredo of his charges. Here they are: 3 counts of criminal sodomy with a child, 3 counts of indecent solicitation, aggravated interference with parental custody, and 2 counts of contributing to a child's misconduct. Laredo was arrested in the 2300 block of North Woodland earlier this week. Wichita police say on Monday they were contacted by law enforcement in Kentucky about a missing 14-year-old. Police say that they determined Laredo had been communicating with the teen and arrested him after finding the victim wandering the streets on Tuesday. At today's court appearance, the judge set Laredo's preliminary hearing for December 2nd. He's being held on $300,000 bond and has been ordered to have no contact with any of the victims or witnesses.
Brock, thank you.